Well, I guess I'll just get started then. Um, may as well just start making some stuff and see what happens. Hopefully it turns out okay. I'm wondering if the levels on things are correct. So if you're watching this now, let me know if my voice is too quiet or if it's too loud or anything like that. Because it does appear to be working, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily working properly. We shall see. Not exactly sure what I'm going to be making today either, so kind of have to just wait and figure it out. Maybe a wagon. I was thinking about doing something that's extremely light, but I don't exactly know what I want to do just yet. I think I'm going to start off with just the basic wagon and just kind of mess around a little bit. Just try carbon fiber, the thing that people keep mentioning that I should be doing. Maybe longitudinal double wishbone on both, and we'll just leave that as is. Maybe a V8, magnesium V8. Oh, okay, so we're not doing front wheel drive. I guess it's not going to be 4 by 4. Maybe, probably all wheel drive makes sense. Just kind of have to make it. Okay, no, obviously it can't be an 8 liter, but it can be close. Maybe if this is all the way up as well. There we go. 10.5 liter magnesium 90-degree V8. That's the kind of stuff that I like to see. So if we do 4 valves, we can do VVL. And then we've got flat plane as well. We can do titanium, more quality. Just raise these up all the way. And then I guess the VVL profile will be probably pretty high as well. This is not going to be good. This is just a quick test stream and test car. Let me know if the levels on things are not good or if like the quality's bad or something. I'm trying to mess around with the settings because I want to be able to do this more, but yeah, still working on things. I'm just kind of... Oh, wow. Okay, I thought it was sideways for a second. You've walked into a mess, by the way. This is just a... So voice is too quiet? Okay, I can probably fix that. That's the kind of feedback that I'm looking for, just because it's the first time attempting to stream, and I know that my mic is quiet, so I want to be able to fix that if possible. So let's turn it up by 25%. And I guess I could turn down the game as well. Maybe we'll get rid of that too. Drop the game down a couple decibels. I'm using OBS. Let's just turn that up as well. Turn that up too. Definitely noticing a bit of a frame difference. Like the frame rate is a little bit lower with OBS in its current settings. So I'm just kind of messing around in automation for those of you who are wondering what I'm doing. Is my voice better? Because I just turned it up 25%, so I'm hoping that that changes it just a touch. Okay, so my beautiful creation here has 57 horsepower. Um, that's about as good as it gets. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I always have to turn up the gain on my mic a lot because it's not a very good mic, so just wanted to make sure that it's right for the stream as well. Okay, so we're knocking badly, as you would assume, because I just kind of messed the settings up here. Uh, just don't look at the compression, okay? Just don't worry about it. It's way too high. We'll put that to like 10. I just started streaming like maybe 10 minutes ago, so you haven't missed anything. I'm not going to be making this into a video or anything like that. I'm just trying to quickly figure out settings and maybe spend some time here. I do not know yet. We can just... It only makes 600 horsepower, which doesn't make sense. Evidently, the fuel mixture is too low. And... Well, the rev limit is too high. Timing is too low. It's a... Let me see. Yeah, it's a 10.5 liter 90 degree V8 that I'm just messing with. We could put it up to a full race profile cam, although it's going to cap out at 88. We can raise the compression just a bit. What is restricting it? Intercooler is too small. There we go. Exhaust is too small as well, and it's knocking. Turn down the compression again. There we go. Okay, 2,000 horsepower. That's the kind of stuff that I like to see. Oh goodness, the intercooler is massive as well. And the pistons are dying. Let me see here if we can just fix some of that by making it worse. We need more RPMs as well. It's like 76% chance of failure. Don't worry about it. We'll just leave it as is. 2,500 horsepower. Okay, so we need... Wait, what am I missing here? Turbine is too small. We can maybe make that a touch bigger. It's actually losing power. We can make the boost more. Yeah, there we go. More power. 2,600 horsepower. That's the kind of stuff that I like to see. Just don't worry about all that stuff. Just boost. You know what? Why don't we just turn it up to max? You're right. Okay, it's actually losing power when we go max. We're gonna have to raise the... See, the turbine size is actually making it too... Like, it's too big, so it's losing power. So if we put up... If we might be able to... Yeah, compressor has to be full size, but turbine needs to be somewhere in the middle. And then the air ratio... Oh my goodness, it's gonna be 2,900 horsepower by the time this is over. Max AR... I mean, we could, but then we're gonna lose like 40 horsepower. Oh, almost got it. Oh, that's close. I haven't really messed with this. Yeah, okay, there we go. 3,000. Can we get 3,000 horsepower? Maybe? Okay, 3,000 horsepower. I set out to just mess around, and I have come up with a 3,000 horsepower V8. Max AR more turbine. Okay, we can try that. That is unfortunately losing us power. Oh, this is more. We can lower the turbine and gain more with max AR. What is it? Oh, yeah. 9.1% fuel efficiency, but it's got 300, I almost said 300. It's got 3,000, nearly 3,200 horsepower. And then if you don't look at the pistons, which are totally broken, then it'll be fine. No, this thing is not actually going to do anything. I would assume that it just explodes. Maybe we can... No, this is stuck at 88. Compression. If you see one little tick of compression there, we lose 1,000 horsepower. I think on the piston type, let me see. Oh, it's lightweight forged, which is the strongest of the types, so that's as good as it's going to get. Compressor's still a bit small, might be able to raise that, and we can't. I guess we could do regular forged. I mean, we can try it. Yeah, it's better for max torque, but we lose RPM. Let's see. Oh. Okay, that is correct. We see it's got 76 here and the 100 here. And then suddenly this goes to actually working, but then this, the RPM threshold is not good. So we're going to have to lower possibly the RPMs just to get it a little bit better. These are not good values. Reliability, let's see. New reliability. Okay, so the reliability went up just a little bit. It's becoming a reliable daily driver. I guess I should show you what it looks like. So I was thinking about doing a wagon like this. But I have a feeling that the engine on this is just going to shoot pistons out the side at some point. Twin turbo. How many liters is it again? 10 something? 10.5 liter V8? Yeah, the new automation update shrank a bunch of the engine bay sizes, but I did not think that this engine would fit in here. But I've got it double wishbone, and it fits, so I'm not complaining. So yeah, I just figured we put it in this wagon. It also comes with a pickup truck version, so we could do a ute. I believe that the like Consider's latest ute is this, but there's also a wagon, which I kind of like the wagon a little bit better than the ute personally. Like this engine would probably kill people on the street. You'd rev up and then it just shoots out 8 pistons, the projectiles. 3,000 horsepower. I didn't like the Bomero has 2,600 horsepower, but it's such a massive V12. I didn't think you could get so much out of just a V8, but apparently you can. Alright, I guess we can probably paint it. Any ideas on what kind of color you want it to be? Whenever I make a car, I'm always like, I don't know what kind of color to make it, because my default is just to make it black, and then sometimes, I don't know why yellow. Oh, yeah, because I haven't bothered to change the names. But, like, my car in real life is silver, so I tend to just make things silver or black. And then, oh, that actually is red. Never mind. Get rid of that. McLaren orange. I mean, we could try. Just get this one. Oh, wait, which color? This is red. We'll make it orange. There we go. I wish I could color match it. I don't exactly... I guess it could be like this. Oh. Oh no. It's a little light, maybe. Could probably darken it up a touch. Maybe not. That might not be shiny enough. I would do pearlescent, but it doesn't seem to work in Beam. I'd like to try this in Beam in a few minutes. I've got the settings set up for it, so I'm interested to see how laggy it gets. Yeah, that should work. So we could do trim as well. Probably just make it... Oh, that's not good. Black trim. do you blow up mac and cheese in the microwave? It seems like a challenge. I'm now realizing that this thing with 3,000 horsepower is going to need some wide wheels, so I've widened up the fenders just a little bit. Maybe... Oh, oh no. Okay, some of the options here are not the greatest. We can make it longer. It can be a long wagon or a short, sporty wagon. Oh, true, yeah. If you put metal in the microwave, you're gonna have a bad time. Generally, that leads to fire and death, which are two things we should hopefully be avoiding in life. Trying to decide whether to point it out or to bring it in. I don't like the rounded, so I think maybe halfway in between. And then we've got... It's almost like a plasticky orange, but I think that'll work. Whenever I make videos, I always cut this part out because it takes me like 30 minutes just to come up with a front-end design. Don't know what to put on this. A lot of the mods I have are not working anymore. Let's see, maybe these? Oh, something weird like this. Could just drop these on. That's a little bit small, maybe. Oh no, that's a little big now. You know, just adding pop-up lights is not going to fix this car's already incoming wheel spin issues. But we can definitely make it look good. And good is definitely subjective in this case. Just don't worry about it too much. The faster it goes, the better it goes, alright? It doesn't need to be good. Wow, that is unfortunate. Like, if I'm just trying to do a quick grill or something, I'd usually just slap lights on, slap a grill on it, and then just put the lights on top. Like, you can change the layer for the lights with this here, and then that's it. So we're making a all-wheel drive 3,200 horsepower wagon-ish vehicle, and I'll probably test it out in Beam in a few minutes. We could probably use one of the like pre-made front ends. One of these things here. Just put that on. Widen it up. Okay, it's a little high. And it refuses to go lower. Make it look like an Audi. I mean, we could try. Maybe this is a little bit too sporty. That's a little bit more plain. Oh. So many options. I kind of like that. We're gonna have to add a lip for sure. Oh, the torque value? I guess we can go to here. It is 3,000 Newton meters of torque, which is a lot. That's like, okay, it's not quite a diesel, but it's quite a bit. Let's just not worry. Just don't worry the newer people to the stream with these values here. Just forget about that. Just think happy thoughts. It'll be fine, all right? Okay. Fixtures. We need a lip on this. Triple whale tail? I mean, we could try. That's good that your microwave did not die with the exploding of cheese. Let me see. Will this one go on top? Oh, grab the wrong one. This, okay, that lip down there is not cooperating, so we're gonna have like a tiny lip now. I'm gonna have to move this up and then grab this lip somehow. Okay, that's awkward. It's just not gonna work. Okay, there we go. All right, we'll forget about the lip for a second then, and just go on to the back. Which lights do you mean? No, I've pretty much only got the base lights here. The key engine version. What is that? I guess like these ones are okay, but I really just picked them out of a hat. Like we could do something more like that. It's a little bit more. Okay, it's just a big hole now. I guess we could just leave it with a big hole in it. It's just a window into the 3000 horsepower. That's what that is. I don't think that Beam properly does a lot of these grills. Like it'll just default to one specific style. So we can we could just do a hole. It's kind of like the Dodge Demon, where one of its lights is fake, or actually, I guess the Demon is both fake. It's just for extra cooling. Yeah, I have no idea what happened. I guess this light is just glitched. True, piston release. Instead of shooting out the side like this and like this, it'll just come out the front. We could do a boxer and then like turn it to the side or something, and then have the pistons just shoot out the front of it. Oh yeah, I said we were doing the back. I'm losing track of my ideas here. So much going on. Let's see. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, that's not good. I mean, okay. Yeah, I have things in metric because I understand metric. Unfortunate for those who do not know. Oh, upside down is actually not. Whoa, never mind. Um, yikes. Well, we're not gonna win any beauty contests with this, that's for sure. Just leave that as is. Okay, we could do the front transverse would just be shooting in the air. Like you'd be driving down the street, engine blows, piston gets shot up, and then like hits the guy behind you. That's how you win the race. This is the perfect race car confirmed. Oh, you know what? We haven't. Wait, what is this? Window sunroof. Apparently does not exist yet. Not sure what to do with the back of it. I guess we could just do a default, like, one of these things. First headlights in the second row and then flip them on both sides. Okay, hold on a minute. I'll just make that big and just leave it there. Okay, it's way too low. That's interesting, I'll say. Okay, we definitely need to fix this issue, so I'll try out this headlight combination. So, first headlights in the second row, which I guess are these ones. In the second last row. Apparently I cannot read. So these ones then. No, these ones. And then flip them. Wait, we'll delete these first. This one. This one. And then flip. Okay, not that way. Maybe like this. Turn. Maybe I'm just not reading correctly. What have I created though? This might be the one of the like derpiest looking cars ever. I actually kind of like it just for its uniqueness. That it kind of looks like a whale, and this is just its open mouth here. I have a feeling that this vehicle would not do well in the autoflux games, considering our previous failures with like cars that just have way too much wheel spin. But I'm actually taken by this. I think it could be called the whale. It's This is probably one of the most awkward looking things I've ever created. Alright, now we just need the back to look just as bad. So maybe these are a little too good. We'll have to... Oh, those are new. I don't recognize... Oh no, why do they even bother adding this stuff? It's like, this is real, real bad. Maybe... Oh, this is just like angry face looking thing. If we flip that... Whoa. That's interesting. Maybe if we turn it slightly, just make it bigger. It doesn't have enough light here for me. Maybe I can fix that with other lights. It kind of is a sunburnt whale. It's an orange whale. It's like an orange whale lord. Is the shiny whale lord like a golden color? Maybe we can make this a gold. Have these? Or these? Because we can flip them. Hold on a minute. Let me just reset rotation. They didn't come like this, so we can just put them normally and flip like this, flip like this. We could do... Oh goodness. Oh no. Oh please. See, this is the stuff that you don't see in my videos because I edit it out. We could probably do this and get away with it. It doesn't look too bad, but I feel that we'd probably need something else here just to like complete it. Either that or we could just make these bigger. Just a little bit bigger. And by just a little bit, I mean way, way too big. Oh, and this is too big as well. I think that's a theme here. We do need mirrors. I'm gonna end up forgetting like half the stuff we need on this. Let's see. Oh, you know what? We should skip to Drivetrain in a bit and just see what kind of wheel spin we get. I have a feeling it's going to be quite significant. Oh, we could have like the smallest mirrors possible. Like a true BMW driver doesn't actually check. It's because the mirrors are too small. Alright, there we go. Oh, no, that's... Oh, no. Oh, no, okay. Never mind, never mind. I zoomed out and my eyes were bleeding a touch, so I had to get rid of them. See, the thing is, we don't need mirrors. Because this car is so fast, you don't have to look at the competition behind you. Either that, or it would be in a ditch and the competition would be sailing by, so you could get a good view of them from your front window. Okay, just basic mirrors. Just like a truck cab as is, no bed, because that'd be pretty cool. One thing that I noticed is that they don't have, like they don't seem to have a coloring option for the truck bed. I mean, like the truck bed itself just becomes whatever color it wants to, and I don't know why. You can place fixtures on windows. I haven't tried it. One thing I've always been avoiding doing is doing like windshield wipers and such. Oh wow, okay. Because they just never sat right, and it took way too long to like get them in the good spot. We could put things on windows. I think that'd be a good thing to do, just to kind of like mess with it. Like we could just put a light on the window, and just leave it there. Like, why not? Oh, that's interesting. Make a topless beetle. You could do. I know they have the option for sunroofs, but there are no sunroofs, so I don't know why. Maybe there's a mod or an incoming update with those, or maybe they put them in and they broke. But you can like make your own fake sunroof if you want to. Just rotate it and just make it bigger, and then like, well, there you go. Got a sunroof. It's a bit deep. You can change this to be a solid. Okay, that's just a hole. I do not want to just leave it as a hole. So we can do glass like this. It's like, well, there's my sunroof right there. It doesn't look particularly good, but it is an option. We can oh, we should do a moonroof. This is oh no. Yes, I have created the actual Tesla. It's getting worse and worse. I uh I don't know what to say for myself. I think that this might be the one of the worst things I've ever created. You know what though? Maybe a scaled down version of this. I don't think the driver would be able to. Well, I guess maybe if you sit in the middle, you'd be able to see well. Because if you sit in the driver's seat, like usually on this side of the road for North Americans, uh, you're just looking at a bar, so you can't see it all. Because we could do one seat and we can put it in the middle. But it's too bad that automation doesn't do interiors yet, because it'd be really quite cool if it did. I think for the sake of more practical. Okay, so it unfortunately sort of just goes over the window just a bit. So if we made that a bit smaller. Yeah, there we go. We have a full glass roof now. It actually doesn't look too bad. The only issue I have with it is that it's too deep, but I guess that's just the nature of the vent that I chose. We could probably pick a different one. I really just picked that one because it has like nice rounded corners, sort of like a regular sunroof. Oh yeah, I see that idea as well. You could launch the pistons out of the engine if you had like an i6, and then they'd come up and smash through the roof, and then you get to keep them, right? It's a piston catching system, up, down, and then in the trunk. Save them for later. Maybe what else? Oh, we don't have any door handles. Nobody can even get in this car. It's so much of a show car, you can't get into it. Now, let's see. Tesla door handles. That's the only thing I associate with those. I guess the more modern looking ones look like. Hmm. Where even are they? I guess this. See, that's the thing. When the pistons come out of the engine, they land in the passenger seat. So your passengers get to play hot potato with the pistons that just came out of your engine. It's perfect. That's that's the best kind of entertainment you can get there. That's the kind of stuff that I want to see. That's like exactly what this line of cars stands for. Fun for the entire family and all the whales of the earth as well. I wonder if it's actually going to be open when I export it. I don't think it will be, but we can hope. Got to do something about this back though. I don't want to have canards, so we're going to have to make our own custom rear end. True, we can just go for a basic interior because the passengers are going to have their hands full already. All right, so we've got two there. We can make that bigger. I mean, the exhaust is massive. I don't even remember how big it is. This is sort of a test stream, as it says in the title, because I want to do more stuff like this in the future. So I have so many people that have sent me emails for cars that they've made that it's too much to do in like one subscriber special video. So I was thinking that instead I would just stream them, but we'll see. It's fun though so far. As long as things are working and the like volume is okay and stuff, then we should be good. One thing I'm interested in is, oh yeah, I don't worry, I'm hearing your whale tail suggestions. We will get there. This thing comes with a built-in spoiler, which appears to be carbon fiber, or maybe it's chrome. I don't know. So yeah, I might do the subscriber series with with streams instead because I think that'd be an easier format. It just means I have to like go through the exporting of all the cars and stuff first, which is okay. Well, everybody likes those mashed potatoes, can't complain. Yeah, it looks like it's chrome. It's nice that it's built in, but it's too bad we can't change that. Let me see. I think wait, well, I've got wings. I've got spoilers. Did the whale tail not update for the No, I do have the mod, but unfortunately it looks like it's not in this version of the game. Oh. Oh no. Well, anybody wanted a table? See, this is the newest catching system for the pistons, all right? You give them the passengers and then they just throw it out the back into your excessively long spoiler. Oh no. See, it's a whole other car back here. This is brilliance at its finest. You could sleep like most of your crew up on the back. Okay, it actually kind of does look like a boat. I I didn't realize there were no restrictions on the size of it. You can just make it bigger. Like look at this. We're going out of the studio with this thing. It's even bigger now. It's creating a spike. Oh no. It's stabbing the passengers. This is this is unfortunate. This is just it's like a giant arrowhead. See, the thing is 3,200 horsepower. We need the downforce, okay? We need like what is that? 25 meters of downforce? That calculates out, right? It definitely makes sense. And it's totally not going to stab anybody when you crash. It seems to be on a slight angle as well. I think I'm going to shrink that just a bit. Maybe we'll have it like part way. We'll just leave that for now. I like I like how it's just connected by just like this tiny little piece. See, if it exports with that, like what is the game going to do with it? It's it's longer than the car. I haven't tried this kind of stuff yet. Okay, it is mildly obnoxious when attempting to create something on the back. Let me see if I can just make some vents down here or something. I always struggle with trying to make a good looking car back. Yeah, just finished the series today, the autoflux games, so I figured it was a good day to try and stream for the first time. Just updated OBS and should be good to go here. Okay, that's not great, but it's not terrible. You know what? We should try when we get this into Beam, assuming it actually. Oh, okay, don't touch that. Assuming it actually works, should put just a hitch on this and try and tow with it. Yeah, I do have an SSD. The game is on a hard drive, but my OS is on an SSD. Let me see. About maybe some fixtures. Oh no, we definitely need a door handle back here. I guess it'd probably be. Oh no, there's nothing that really fits. Like this, but then not mirrored. Oh, okay. We'll just put that there. That's not realistic in the slightest. Yeah, you do bring up a good point about the trailer that will not fit under the wing because the wing is kind of like the trailer in itself. Like the wing here is the trailer and also a table. You could host a whole party on this thing if it was a bit lower, maybe with some stools actually. See, it's the all-around most practical car I have ever made. It's you could just put your big bar up here, like bunch of stools. You have all your like fridge and thing in here, and you just host your family gathering on the wing of your car. That's exactly what kind of stuff this world needs. I don't actually hate the wheels, even though I chose those at random. It seems like they might be okay. Yeah, you know what? That's okay. So we've got exhaust. We have... Oh, we need an antenna as well. Probably just do one of these little shark fin ones. On the glass. Let me see. Where's the lock in here? There it is. Into the rear spoiler just a little bit. Okay, that actually adds like nothing. See, the back is a majestic beast, okay? There is not much you can say that will sway me away from this wing. Make the whole sunroof fixture glass. You mean like this? So what I've done is I've made it car window glass, which is opaque. So I think that it is what you're thinking it should be. It's just opaque glass because these cars don't have interiors, right? So they don't want you to look in because then all you see is the raw power. Now, one thing I haven't done yet is go to the drivetrain. I think all-wheel drive is going to be necessary. So when we click that, now we get to see the engine inside, and it doesn't stick out of the hood, so I think we're good. I would like to mess with this a little bit more, though. Make the borders window glass? Okay. Not sure which each one of these are. I guess this would be... Oh, no. Okay, so the whole thing is glass in that case, so we won't do that. But if we make the border window glass, what exactly does that change? It's just changing the... Oh, okay, that makes it look like it's full, which is good. And that sort of fixes the issue that I had. But it also creates another one where there are lines down the end of it, so I don't know why it's doing that, but I guess we'll just leave it. Yeah, my channel is growing a lot. We're currently at 661 subscribers, which is nuts. Things have just been going crazy. Like, the growth is something I've never experienced before, but gotta keep making content, so we shall see where things go. We should put a supercharger on it. Apparently these are working. You know what? We could do mirrored superchargers. This is one thing that I said I was going to do in another video. See, that's realistic. Oh yeah, no, yesterday was 500. It seems to be growing at about 100 a day. And yes, I am in Canada. Land of the maple leaves. And I'm talking about the tree leaves, not the hockey team. Oh, they can be even bigger. You know, this monstrosity is not done. We can continue to make it worse and worse. See, what else do you need other than two massive superchargers to replace the tiny turbos you have down there? I mean, they are kind of big turbos, but why not just add superchargers too? You know, the driver is not really going to be able to see, okay, this is not a good viewpoint, but they could just stick their head out the window. If you have a car that has 3,200 horsepower, do you really need to see? That's a rhetorical question. I mean, we could unmirror it, and then we just have one on the the right side. You know, we could actually step it up even more. We could do a... Oh, okay, we could do a vertically mounted supercharger. See, now the pistons have breathing room here because the supercharger's taking up space. See, like the air induction, it makes perfect sense. It's getting the hot air right from the engine and then just forcing it into the cabin. This is the kind of quality heater you need in a car that's this luxurious. I guess. True, you don't need heated seats anymore. This will literally burn you to death. The passengers are cooking in there. Just gotta start up your car and then all of a sudden you'll be warm. Just this mild sensation. We'll get rid of that just for the sake of cleanliness. And I think though the wing was good, we should probably erase that before we attempt to export it. Don't worry, I can just make it again really easily. That took like 5 seconds to do. Let me see here. What else do we need? I guess we could do... we probably need some hood vents. That's what I was thinking when I went down here. Not vents like this. Okay, that's a little bit too much for us. We need... Okay, we'll go for these vents instead. What I tend to do on my... I mean, we could do like Ferrari style things, but that just doesn't work unless it's a coupe. Eventually we'll just end up making a monstrosity, like just some ridiculous vehicle that nobody should be able to use. What I'll do is I'll save this car. I need to add a... This might be loud because my mic is kind of near the keyboard, but I'll just add a name to it. We'll call it the... Actually, what's a good name for it? I think what I'm going to call it over here is the 32... Oh, not 32,000. Death Trap. What else? Whale? See, if the whale tail mod was working, then maybe I would be able to do it. But unfortunately, it just does not seem to be working. I am disappointed. And my disappointment is immeasurable. The Sub-Hero 32XI. True, it is an X. Does it count as an I? The noodle piston? The whale tail, but you can't see the fin. It could be true. I could try it. It could be. It kind of does look like a BMW a little bit, except for maybe the massive hole in the front. Death whale? See, I'm calling it the death trap down here. I mean, we could just... I think it's a pretty good... we could call it the whale. And then, what was the other one? MBW. That works for me. The 3,200 horsepower death trap. That works. See, we haven't even driven it yet. That's the thing. I don't know how it's going to go. It doesn't look particularly good. I'm still kind of messing with it. I wanted to come up with something a little bit more detailed than this. See, if I do any sort of downloading of it, it'll be on the drive where the... oh, let me just figure this out. Whoops. It'll be on the same drive that the other cars are on, and it'll be after the stream when I do that, just because I don't want to mess things up. My first time trying to do this stuff. Oh, my phone just went off. I should move my phone from my desk. Just because it's going to make a lot of noise. No, yeah, we're definitely going to have to max downforce this one. Without the downforce, it will not live. Grim Reaper, well, if we left the supercharger, I'm pretty sure anybody's phone makes whale noises if you just look it up on YouTube, unless you have a really old Nokia or something. Alright, let's test the whale tail theory now that I have some vents on there. I was thinking maybe a bump in the hood, but we can avoid that for now. Because we do need some sort of, like, sweet wing. I guess... Some of these wings are looking a little bit awkward. What is that? Okay, no, that's a no. See, this car is so efficient that if you drive it, You will die and be buried within the same, like, trip. So, oh no. Oh no. Okay. I think I've found something that actually tops the previous attempt. Because this thing sticks up here and it connects to the existing wing, but then it goes all the way back. Maybe I'll shrink that just a bit. I think for the sake of our eyes, we will avoid that. I mean, we could try an STI wing. That's not going to look good at all. It's kind of aggressive. We can widen it. You can have a literal table on the back. We could do a few. Oh, it's actually kind of nice that it cuts this down, but unfortunately it's cutting into the light, which is unacceptable. Okay, this is not working. It's not working out for me. Oh, okay, a little bit of lag on this one. This is a bit more realistic. That's a little bit wide. Okay, that looks bad too. Okay, we will avoid the many wings for now. I mean, we could just... It does look a little bit too sensible, doesn't it? I'd like to make it worse, but I don't want to mess things up too much. We just need, like, the subtle things that are wrong with it. See, if it looks realistic on the outside, but it's ridiculous and very non-realistic on the inside. One thing I haven't shown you is this stuff here. I haven't raised the quality at all. It's like a subtle, I don't know, sleeper of some kind. It's a bit dangerous. Don't worry about it. Oh, and for those of you who are just coming from my older videos, I did figure out that monocoque carbon fiber is lighter. Just so you know, I've been using semi-space frame aluminum for a long time, but oh no, I might have just messed up the whole thing. But this just makes more sense. The wheels changed color, I don't know why, but the engine itself appears to be working and it still fits, so I think we're in a good place. Just have to fix the wheel color that I just screwed up. Wheels, black, good. See, the passengers go for an eternal sleep. That's the trick. I could go push rod in the back. That wouldn't mess up the engine, but I don't know. I just did double wishbone as a quick thing. Because we could go multi-link as well. Push rod would probably be best. Handling wise, it's obviously not going to be amazing either way. It just because it has so much power. We should probably turn up the quality. Let's see. This way, yeah, quality there. That's good, that's good. That's good, that's good, good. That's gonna be fine. Wings, yes, we're still looking at wings. See, what you do is you get the passengers to write their will to you, and then you drive them around. That's how you afford this car. Oh yeah, no, I'm afraid to rev the engine. Actually, maybe we should try that just as a preliminary thing, because when I do get into beam, it's going to be like mega loud. All right, let me know if this is too loud and I will change it. Okay, is it actually running? How's that? Are you all deaf now, or is that... You can see the exhaust getting red there. That's not a good thing. Too loud. Okay, it's going down. Down lower and lower. Still too loud? Yeah, I figured that people would be losing ears here. When you make a 10.5 liter V8, it deafens. I figured that it would be too loud just because too quiet. Oh, okay. I think somebody needs to be deaf here, or they've been deafened by the engine. Might want to go to a doctor. Okay, let me just leave it up here. Louder a touch. Okay, I can do that. It's at halfway in terms of loudness right now. We'll adjust it more when we get to beam. We'll just mess with it a little bit, as I have been doing this entire time. Okay, I think it's time we moved on from that because, well, we haven't picked any of this stuff yet. It's going to scream, trust me, it will. Okay, so dual clutch, 7 speed. Now this is where I mess things up constantly, so please let me know. It's currently able to go 473 kilometers an hour, which is a lot. So instead we will, so it doesn't have any wheel spin issues right now, but I'm just gonna leave this spacing as it is. See, the thing is, V12 and rear wheel drive just do not mix. Just don't even do it. Like when I made the Panther, it bothered me a lot that I could barely drive it. I almost went back and changed it, but it was too late. Okay, so we're gonna need LSD, not the thing that you're thinking of. We need radials, semi-slicks. We're gonna raise those as much as we can. We can only get 295s on here. Uh-oh. Oh no. Yeah, the Panther, it's on the cross-ply tires because it's a 1940s car, so there is not much you can do. Yeah, we need wider tires. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to get there, but we need the width on this car. By the way, it is going to wheel spin no matter what we do, so just get ready for that. Let me see. So we've we've got the tires pretty much as wide as they'll go. We'll make them alloys and we'll raise that as well. 19-inch rims seems fair. We can probably make them a bit bigger. Did you already morph the rims? Unless it reset, I did. So you can see that the things are quite wide. We can try it again. Oh, please don't mess up. Yep, that's as wide as they go, unfortunately. So that's as good as it's going to get for us. Oh, hold on, we can get a bit more on the back. Apparently they were not quite as wide as they could have been, which is good, because we need it. Oh, sorry, just trying to read things here. Oh yeah, no, this is a death trap. It literally is called the death trap. V12, it's not a V12, it's actually a V8, and it's got 3,200 horsepower because, yeah, it's a it's a bit of an engine. It's a 10.5 liter V8. See, I don't think that anybody would actually be able to drive this car, so it's it's a little bit too dangerous. We're going to drive it in a bit though. Let's see. We're probably going to need some brakes. I'm thinking we'll go like this for now. We'll just raise the pad type up all the way and then do quality as well. That's something that I've been doing lately. I don't know if it's right or not, but it seems to work. We will see what kind of warnings it gives us. Just ignore the warnings, actually. Don't see this one here that says the pistons are experiencing high levels of RPM stress. Don't worry about it. I know we're going to need bigger brakes. This car, I don't think it's going to weigh too much because it is monocoque carbon fiber, but yeah. Cooling flaps, downforce all the way. We don't have any wings, so we can't do wing angle, actually. That is not good. If we put a splitter on the front, we'd be able to fix that. See, the thing about the front end is it's already too good. It cannot be fixed. This front end is beautiful. This vehicle does not really get a chance to look any better than it already does. Oh, you know what? We did not put a badge on it at all. Semi-slicks? That's what I did. If we go down to sport tires, it raises the drivability a bit. I think that the wheel spin is probably going to still be... We haven't even got to the point where it's calculated the wheel spin out yet. See, if we left that supercharger in vertically, then it totally would just light things on fire. Yeah, I know about the brakes being small. Um, See, we're going for weird, but we're not going too weird. We did at one point have a giant, like, table on the back, but yeah, that's old news now. Okay, so we got that done. This is somewhat done. It currently... Oh, wow. So you can sit your entire family in this car. Oh, wow. See, continuing from before, the more people in the back, the more people to catch the pistons when they fly out. That's the thing. Okay, we're going basic just for weight savings, and I'm gonna get rid of these back seats and the bench seat as well. We don't need that. Oh, one seat though? So, it is Soccer Mom Deluxe. The thing is that with that many seats, okay, it's too bad you can't just put in back seats and have like an empty middle, but that's it's just a little bit more dangerous. More cargo capacity, more danger. Okay, we're gonna go hydraulic, and I guess we should probably go ABS probably, just to keep it a little bit sane. Raise that up. No safety at all, and we'll just lower the quality of the safety down. Now, see, somebody had mentioned in one of the videos that when you raise the quality of the safety, it raises the weight. I don't know if that's true or not. I guess we can check. Yeah, it does, but only if you have safety. So if you just go none, it doesn't matter. It just increases or decreases the amount of production units you can do. See, the headlights already are upside down. It's too good already. See, I don't think you'd want this to be your hearse. It just doesn't make sense. See, it's when the funeral is at 10 and then you've got a soccer game at 11. You need to bring the whole squad. Okay. We need suspension because then it'll tell us how badly it's wheel spinning. Let me see. Probably sport, probably semi-active, probably a race preset. Just ignore the graphs for now. That is very low. Well, the Stance Nation would be happy with us about that one. Let's look at the graphs now. So we have slow steering. Drivability is 93%. Hey, that isn't bad. Braking, downforce, it actually has downforce. That's a good thing. So, yeah, I don't think the safety's going to save anybody here. Okay, no, we're not raising the ride height all the way up. We need to be able to drive straight-ish. And ish is a relative term here. Um, yeah, well, with 2 seats and no seats in the back, that's you just put in more people without seats. Who cares about, like, regulations and stuff, right? Yeah, we could go zero camber. Wow, okay, the 0 to 100 time or 60 miles an hour unit conversions is very quick, and we haven't even messed with it too much yet. I haven't even touched the spacing. Let's see. So we want to get this down as much as we can. It's currently saying the car has severe issues with wheel spin. Who's surprised about that? I am not at all surprised. We're not going to export it just yet, but I will raise that quality up. We're sticking with the race preset for now. Just don't worry about the warnings. Engine bay is full. Rear brake force is high. Rear and front dampers are hard. It costs a lot of money. It's got a lot of... Actually, we should have... Oh, yeah, no, it is. It's 1840 kilos. It's probably going to say that we want more, like, power distribution at some point. Like, to change the power distribution, I mean, because currently it's 62 front. 33 rear. If it was rear wheel drive, this thing would have like literally zero grip. So we're not going to attempt that. Even with an LSD, it's just not gonna drive straight. See, when I made the Bomero, I thought that it had a lot of power, and now this has taken the challenge away from me. Okay, that's not how you're supposed to say it. It has beaten the previous challenger, being the Bomero, by like a lot. I thought that 2900 was a lot. This is 300 more than that. It's going to be incredibly hard to drive. Okay, let's mess with the spacing a little bit. So it currently says 100% spacing in gear 1. Nice. Let's lower that down. Okay, so we're at 90 something now. 80. Okay, is it possible that we do something right here? Okay, that's too low. 50%? Yeah, this thing will be faster than the Bomero. To those asking if I have Discord, the answer is not yet. I'm still trying to get social things set up. Maybe if we go semi-slicks, it'll be less. Okay, it literally made no difference. That's unfortunate. It actually raises drivability if we go for that. But our sportiness... Sports compound is actually better when it comes to sportiness and cornering for some reason. See, I'm pretty sure we're still on winter air as there is snow outside where I live, so we need to be changing over to that summer air quicker. Okay, let's try that camber trick that you're talking about here. Where am I? Brakes, aerodynamics, suspension. Okay, so if we go 0 camber, gotta raise this up. This is probably going to make it say bad things about me in the wheel spin department. Okay, then we'll go up here. See, we want it to drive slightly straight. No, I'm not ready to make a Discord yet. Just trying to work on getting stuff like this set up where I'm just streaming. I have no idea how long I'm going to be streaming for, by the way. I think it's been just over an hour, but probably just going to keep going until this is like fully fleshed out. So it seems like we're still having severe wheel spin issues even with 0 camber. And wheel spin is significantly reducing drivability. We can actually go lower. Let's not. Max ride height's not very much with this suspension setup. Okay, true. If we just like lower, or actually if we raise the spring rate even higher, they're just going to be like non-existent. We should just have an option to just take out the springs. Like, nah, we don't need suspension. Maybe we hit one rock, one pebble at 100 kilometers an hour, and this thing just shatters like glass. Or at least the roof does, because it is completely glass. Yeah, I was thinking that semi-slicks would be better as well. We need to have as much of a chance as we can get to keep this car on the road. See, you can't do dualies in automation, so at least I don't think you can. All you can really do is make the wheels even wider. See, when you buy a car like this, you have to sign like 17 waivers and contact your lawyer. Also, you have to shell out like $1 million because I don't think anybody has 3,200 horsepower in a V8. Now you're catching on. Just wood suspension. Get the classic wood grain going. That's what you want. You think that the bigger tire diameter is going to help? Because currently, oh goodness, like second gear and third gear are basically non-existent. Like you just go from first to fourth, just skip second and third. All right, let's see here. Drivability. This is not doing anything. Does anybody have any ideas on how to fix this wheel spin issue before we export it? Because I feel that it might end up killing me or somebody else. at some point. Traction control? You know, I do not like putting aids, like safety aids. Okay, we're not deleting the engine. The downforce is maxed. It's already max downforce. Okay, we're gonna have to go 5%. 5% throttle, that would be the thing. And you know, no back seats, you just put your coffin right in there. It's convenient. Yeah, if it was heavier, it would be better. Maybe, you know what, we could probably do something with the wing angle. You see, it's like, it gives instructions, but the reality is we don't have a wing, so that's why. I do have the top speed up. Oh, okay, the top speed has risen, so we can raise that. And that actually did fix the wheel spin issue a little bit. And if we raise this up, that's not actually helping us. Yeah, okay, so let's try a rear wing, and then we'll see what we're doing. It's unfortunate because rear wings just don't usually look that good on wagons because it already kind of has one. I was thinking of putting one here, but there isn't too much when it comes to options. Okay, so this is currently cutting through the lights. I will put a front wing as well. And we can lower the, yeah, I already have the gear ratio like hyper low. You can see it's 97% in gear 2 and 3. Okay, so if we put that wing there, just like as is, we can change the wing angles, even though this wing is real bad. I don't think that 4 gears is going to help too much, because once you get to gear 4, it's probably going to destroy itself. We'll just, you know what, for the sake of... Oh, okay, that's not the right type of movement I was looking for there. I'll just have to move that. Let me just quickly... Okay, I'll try 4 gears in a second. Alright, so we have our terrible wing. We'll just leave that for a bit. We'll change it in a second, I guess. Sorry, just scrolling here. A lot of messages, which is good. So we'll go 4 speed. And, oh, that actually helped. Maybe we could go 5 speed. Is the stream getting laggy? That's not a good thing if it is. I do not know exactly how to fix it. We can go 0 spacing, 4 speed. Okay, I guess the lagging is on your end. If the stream is still working for everybody else, then we should be good. Once I switch over to Beam, things will get interesting, because I feel that it's not going to go too well. This game is pretty demanding, but Beam is like super demanding. Yeah, no, first gear you have to get up to 318 kilometers an hour. I don't think 4 speed is going to work too well. All right, that's good to hear that the stream is clear. I didn't really mess with the OBS settings too much, so as long as the default's going, then we should be good. I was thinking that we go 7 speed just to... maybe that would work, but you still have to get up to 219 kilometers an hour to get past first gear. See, if only we could do 1 gear, it would be a CVT. I don't think that getting up to that speed is reasonable, which is part of the issue. So if we... Okay, we're still good on that. So if we raise this up just a bit... the back is starting to look worse and worse. I do not know how to fix it, but you know what? Just leave it for now. Let's see. So the wheels are still as big as they can get. Brakes should be good. Aero, yeah, we can mess with the aero now. True. We could just cover the entire rear windscreen. It'd be like a Prius. See, this is a garage built 3,200 horsepower car, so there's no company to deal with. See, we can't go lower than 4 gears either, so unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. I'm thinking 7 speed is going to be the best for us, but unfortunately we have to really like mess with this a lot. As long as I'm careful on the gas, we should be okay. So the problem with 4 gears, as we figured out, is that you have to get up to like ridiculous speeds to get past first gear. I guess we could go manual, but okay. Wait, let me go 7 speed again. Is this going to affect it? Not really. It has made it a little bit better. See, look at that, gear 4, there's a 9.8% chance that we actually survive. I think what we're going to do is we're going to settle 30 spacing because I like even numbers, and we'll go a touch to the back maybe on that. Yeah, so the worry with having low spacing is that we have to hit 118 kilometers an hour ish to change to past first gear, which is not something you would normally do. I don't really know what it is in like regular cars, but it's probably around 40 to 50. So you could get to top speed on like top legal speed on the highways here in first gear and never have to change. Yeah, so I think we're good. I think we're ready to export this thing. Have I forgotten anything that you can see other than the obvious missing pieces here? The new lips with canards. Oh, okay, yeah, no, I could try that. You mean like this stuff here? Like these things. So you can try that and then flip it upside down, then raise it up, and then pull it out. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's not great on the wagon, I will admit. You can also, wow, okay, no, it's death spikes for your passengers. Oh, true, logos. Okay, we'll get rid of that. Logo. Okay, side skirts is a good idea as well. What I did one time for side skirts is I took these, I don't remember which ones, I think it was these, and then I slapped them on here, mirrored it, moved it out pretty far, like this. It might actually have default side skirts now, and I just made it black. It's like, okay, that's a side skirt. One thing I did actually forget to do was the angles on things. We do want to still be able to get up to a good speed, but oh yeah, no, we definitely have a hitch on here because we're going to hook something up at some point. Pretty much any car that I make needs some kind of trailer hitch because trailer pulling is a necessity. If you just broke a hole in the roof and just filled the entire back end with concrete, it might actually have grip. We could probably raise this up as well. We're going to lose top speed, which is fine with me because 500 is probably not something we're going to get to. Oh no, this wing bothers me a lot, but I... Okay, maybe we should fix it. Maybe we should fix it. Let's get rid of that. I was thinking this one, and then I got rid of it because it's kind of bad. But then if we... Okay, that flipped around, right? Yeah, if we turn it like this, and then make it into like a table-ish thing. Okay, that's a little bit too much table for us. No, you could totally like drag the moon out of the sky with this. That could be fun. That it kind of looks better than the previous design that I had. It's so bad though. Okay, let's do logos. So when it comes to these, I know that there are some techniques to line them up right, but I'm not patient enough to do that. So instead, okay, that's a P. I don't know why we have a P. Okay, we'll do the techniques. We've got to line it up at least somewhat correctly. Let's see. Where is the thing? There it is. So if you get something like this and just kind of shrink it down, then you can change this to just be, oh, what is it? Okay, it won't be this one. What am I doing? Change this to this or this. There we go. Change that to that. Widen it. And then you can put your letters in there. Move wing to top of trunk. We could, but there is a wing already there. We could also just put it in the window. That's also an option. Like, why not? Just have an express table right in the back. It's not looking quite good. See, it's partly in the glass. Okay, let's see here. So if we put something like this, I got this idea from Consider as well, watching one of his videos. Then you can put your letters in there. Like say I want the letter to be that size. You can shrink this down so that it lines up with your letters, and then you can use that to get them straight and just delete it afterwards. So right now it's just called a C. That works for me. So it's a whale, right? So we need to make this a W. W. Then we'll put an A. We'll line these up in a second. Oh no, I can't spell at all, can I? W-A-L. No, okay. Quick, change it. Change it before anybody notices. Okay, there we go. Yeah, no, I agree that the spoiler is bad. Let's see. Slant window. We could do some other things. Just W-A-L-E. That's the whale brand name, okay? I've already called it whale like just a regular whale up there, so I'm gonna stick with that. Just do whale. Okay, the H is like off for some reason. I don't know if that's just it's gotten bigger or something. What if I just delete this and then wait, this, not that, this. There we go. Can do that and then make it into a W. So the W is just a little bit smaller. I guess it's to fit in width-wise, but if we make it bigger, it'll look a little bit better. So it's called the whale. Okay, yeah, made in Wales makes sense. Spoiler is off center, is it? Oh, it's lagging. It does not want to fit this on here. It's supposed to be locking two things, but yeah, it's okay. It's kind of a bad spoiler anyway. Alright, so we have the whale, and then we can put, I am going to delete this afterwards. We can put, let's see. So we need an M. Actually, let's make it over on this side. So that's a W and a B. It's too bad you can't change the color of the emblems. And also an M again. Just like that. And then we'll delete this. Actually, no, let's keep that for a second. Because now we need a badge. Is there a whale animal badge pre-made for us in here, or are we gonna have to do something else? Oh, that's unfortunate. There don't seem to be any sea creatures. Let's see here. I see a lot of birds. Dragon. Oh, there's a seahorse. Maybe a snake, deer. Oh, an octopus. See, if we're making a creature from the like Black Lagoon. Okay, that that's terrible. This is so far to the left. Okay, I'm changing it. I'm changing it. I have to. See, this is the kind of stuff you don't see in my videos because I edit them. Uh, we're we're making it better now. The only way I know how. Ignore all techniques and just drag the letters roughly to the place they're supposed to be. Oh, that's an E now. Okay. What? Go back over there. No. Let me take the A. Okay, that's an interesting glitch. We'll just change this into an A. Wait, what? What? Okay, we'll just delete that. Apparently the A was messing it up. The problem is that this was originally supposed to be the whale because it was going to have a sick whale tail. But, oh, the game crashed. No. Have we lost everything? The game actually crashed, I'm not kidding. Don't send. Okay, I'm gonna just quickly pray that our vehicle is still here. That's just unfortunate. Yeah, it's got a good autosave and automation, so we should be set. No need to worry. Let me just get back to where we're supposed to be. And it should be back. Game. Automation. Okay, there we go. Is it back? Is it working? I think so. Yeah, I'm already subscribed to PewDiePie. No need to worry. Hey, look at that. Our progress is still here. Okay, that was a quick restart there. No need to fret. And I need to go back to fixtures. There we go. See that? See that misalignment there? That's the kind of stuff that we need to see. See that size of that octopus? That is also what we need to see. Okay, back in business here. The Whale MBW, I'm not sure which is the brand name and which is the car, is almost finished. We just need to add another octopus to the front of it. A big one. Because when you make a car this cool, you've got to show off the brand name. And you know what? Even though, okay, what happened to the lights? Game, please. We can't have a non-existent lights. Okay, I think it's ready to go to beamng.drive. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I think overall, we've created something that is terrible and perfect at the same time. So let's see what it looks like if I try to export it to Beam. Okay, so the lights did not fix themselves when transporting to Beam, so I've got to fix those. Yeah, when I'm finished with this, whenever we finish with it, I don't know. Oh, true, we forgot to check the markets as well. Hold on a minute. Let's fix these lights. Okay, fixed. Oh, actually, that looks better. Okay, so the testing, then we can move on to markets. It doesn't seem like anybody wants it. Maybe let's pick a... Oh, maybe it could be a hypercar. Somewhat. Oh, don't look at that, okay? No negatives here. We're very, very positive. No, I'm just kidding. this thing is real bad. 41. Okay, this like thing is kind of annoying, but yeah, you can see in hypercar it's 66. That's the best one, but yeah, it's struggling to go with all of the markets here in automation. I don't want to try it around the test track. That's kind of just boring. Let's take it around the test track ourselves. So, summary, if it's terrible, then we shall see. Hopefully the lights came in this time. Okay, they sort of have come in. Alright, they actually did work. These pre-made, losing my voice, these pre-made front ends are like, but all the rest of it, pretty sweet. I'm feeling that with the like 66% chance that the pistons fly out of the front of it, that it's probably going to explode at some point. So let's export this thing. Let me see if I can grab a controller here, and then we will attempt to drive it in automation. Is the octopus off center in the grill? Oh no. It's good enough. Okay. Let's go scene, and I'm going to close off this game, and we're going to pop into beamng.drive. Let's see if we can do that here. See if it'll crash again. Yeah, don't worry about the door handles. Nobody's going to want to get into this thing anyways. Yeah, I know, I totally messed up the back. Okay, so game, beamng. Is this... okay, it does work. Alright, here we are in beamng.drive. Don't worry about perfection, okay? The cars that I make are not even close to it. Where shall we go? This map lags really badly, so I think just as a test, we should probably just go to the grid map, just the default location, and we'll test out the sound and stuff to see if it's a little too loud for our ears. Sometimes you just have to test. So this is the default car that I've made. It also has a V12, but we're going to quickly switch into... oh, where is it? It's hard to miss it. Oh no, it's the same color as the really bad rally car that I made. Okay, let's see. It's a good thing we have options as well to choose. Will it load in? Now that's the question. Every single time I load something in... oh no. The roof is white. It's blinding. And the wheels didn't go black. Well, that's just unfortunate, but I think the rest of it came out okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, and then we can see right through into the engine. Okay, so let me know if the game audio is too loud. If it's too loud for us, we shall see. I think, did we put traction control on it? Because it doesn't seem to be showing it. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the wheel spin is an issue. Oh, okay, it's gonna hit a wall. That was a good first test. I feel that we have done this car justice. Here, let me just respawn it real quick. Let me just put it into manual mode, and then we'll put on the handbrake. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not actually as loud as the V12s. I find that the V12s in this game are just like disproportionately loud, so I have to turn them down all the time. I like that you can see right into it. There's a stream thumbnail for you. Not bad. Alright, let's get it high in the revs, and then go into first gear. Oh, okay, that was pretty good. It was wobbling the wheels. This was a mistake. It is so fast. And oh, actually, that was a pretty good hit there. Change it back into auto. See if we can't just fly through the gears. It's actually not too bad. This thing would be decent. It's actually quite strong as I am proving by crashing it into things. Oh, that was a little close. Let's take it off this jump. Oh, it does stunts as well. Beautiful. Yeah, other than the glass roof not actually coming out as glass, it seems like this V8 twin-turbo 3200 horsepower vehicle is quite decent. Now, one thing I have just noticed is that its brakes suck. So, like, we're holding down the throttle here. We just hammer on the brakes. And we are struggling to come to a stop, I'll say. Like, the brakes are all the way down. Here. I think I should have made them bigger. Let me just add the UI option. Let's just quickly add the brakes so you can see that. Maybe we'll put those down here. Make it a little bit bigger, I guess. Okay, maybe that's too big, but whatever. So you see the throttle and stuff, right? I'm going full speed, brakes all the way down. Let's see how hot they're getting, actually. That would be a good thing to see as well. I'm going to shrink this for the sake of our eyes. Alright, and we'll add in the brakes. Where are they? Simple brake thermals. Come back. Okay, I'll put those over on this side. Make them a little bit bigger. What? I just cut it off accidentally. Yeah, no, the brakes have to be bigger if we're going to be doing any sort of racing with this. You can see they're already sitting at like 500 degrees. See that? Oh, okay. It is a little bit bouncy as well. I feel that the handling is probably going to be bad. Oh, you know what about that camber? Looks like it's self-added camber as well. No need to worry. Oh, it's so bouncy. I think that wood suspension is actually working out well for us. See, you don't need an oven when you're on your camping trip because you have the brakes. I just didn't make them big enough. True, we should try mudding. I'm trying to read, chat, and drive at the same time, but it's not quite working. Oh, this is an interesting... Oh, that's just unfortunate. Okay, let's go try it in the mud pit real quick, and then we'll switch maps. Yeah, you know what? Airspeed is probably another good one that we should add. Let me see. Airspeed, very tiny. Put that right over here. There we go. So you can see how fast it's actually going versus the wheel spin. Oh, I passed the mud pit, it's over there. Oh, it can drift. See, all this buildup was worth it. We've created something that is worthy of our eyes, and it's also completely hideous. Okay, let's go through. 5 kilometers an hour versus the 300 that it thinks it's going. And look at the engine. You see the temperature was going up and then down and then up and then down. Just a little bit dangerous. Alright, so I've turned the game audio down a touch. And we're stuck. Let's go back in time. I think that it's probably going to start to lag a little bit bad if we go on some of the more hectic maps like Italy and such, so we've got to try something else. Ooh, uh-oh. Just barely missed that. This thing could be Ken Block's new drift car. With this much power, why not? It's actually a very good drift car. If only it had brakes and a better driver, it could be good. Let me just reset again. What else can we do in the map here? We could try and get a top speed. That would be interesting. See if I can actually go 500 kilometers an hour. Now, where is the nearest exit on this map? Maybe I think there's one right. Yeah, there's one right over here. Should be able to exit the... Okay, that is totally not a map exit. That is instead a map hazard. We could try to clear the water pit, but I think it's probably just going to nosedive in and then sink and then also kill whoever is driving it. I just have to let these collisions play out. It's so good. Okay, so I see an exit over there. Let's try and go on the outside and see if we can hit some top speed. Oh, but the brakes. Come on, brakes. Come on. There we go. I'd rather not crash this game if possible. We already crashed automation when trying to create this lovely monstrosity. Okay, so I'm just going to hold it down here, and apparently we're overheating our turbo, but we are going 400 kilometers an hour. That is pretty fast. Okay, we're getting close to 500. If you want to send me cars, then you can do that by going to my email on the About section of my YouTube page, and you can just send me a car like that. Eventually I'll do a stream like this one where I'll just look at all of the cars that you've made, and yeah, we'll go over them. We'll spend some time with them, and we will fly into the abyss with them. So it is actually capable of over 490 kilometers an hour. And also capable of braking, well, out of the map into what is most certainly 800 degree brakes. Well, it's hard to do better than that. This might be one of the fastest cars I've made. Okay, let's go to a different map and see if it lags. We're not gonna last in the desert, so maybe we should try. Oh, we could do Pikes Peak if the brakes would even stay alive for that. We could try and rally it. Let's see what that'll do. I think if you tried to touch your turkey to the brakes, it'd probably just instantly ignite. So we'll attempt to avoid that. Okay, let's load this thing up. Alright, back in business here. We're at a rally course. Somebody asked me which one this is. I forgot. I can't even pronounce the name of it. It's quite European. Oh, okay, this is... I can see some anti-aliasing, or aliasing, I mean, lack of anti-aliasing when it comes to the tracks on the dirt. Ooh. Okay, so as long as you don't have to brake, it's not terrible. I'm going to turn off the lights because that was a mistake. Oh, too much speed. Oh no, it rides the bank. The true drift car is here. It's actually not that bad. It's a little too quick, maybe. No, this is like YouTube compression at its finest. The quality drops significantly as soon as you go into an area with a lot of trees in this game specifically. Oh, this. I don't want to try any like real-time trials or anything with this just because it's, well, it's dangerous. This map is also really small, so I picked that in particular. Oh, that was actually okay. We managed to live. See, if only YouTube just converted everything to black and white, then it would be proper. Our brakes are actually cold. I guess the brake airflow is working. Oh, okay, 2 wheels. And not so good. Is the quality actually that bad on this stream now that I've switched to this map? If so, I will avoid more forested maps in the future. Whoops. I know that the frame rate is definitely lower, but seeing as it's this and not like, I don't know why, but the Italy map is like super bad for frame rate. Yeah, no, it's definitely gonna be jumping around. My internet isn't incredible, so no, it's not open diff. It's actually a locker. I think it's an electric locker, if that makes sense, because there's an option for a geared LSD, and it's limited slip, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Because OBS is showing it to be okay, but I also don't know. My CPU is not really being used according to it. Still getting 60 FPS, which is good. Is the stream in 60 FPS? That's one thing that I should have asked. I think for the time being, I'll be streaming on YouTube if I do any more streams, which I hope to. Just because YouTube is like where most of you are. I have like 2 followers on Twitch, so it doesn't make much sense to stream on there. Instead, it just makes more sense to stream here. Oh, I'm surprised that it's actually managed to last this long. As I'm about to say that, the wheel is cambering itself. Bitrate? Yeah, that makes sense. I could definitely turn up the bitrate for the next stream, because I don't want to go to yeah, I don't want to go through all this like hassle of the stream just not coming out exactly how I'd like it, because I know that on YouTube, I already mentioned this before, but areas with trees, like you see all the trees in this game, for whatever reason they just don't quite mesh with YouTube's algorithm too well. Like the YouTube compressing formula, whatever they do, it just doesn't work well with the trees in this game. Alright, let me switch to a more urban map, I'll say. Let's go to the West Coast. Whoops, that's not maps. This is, though. My favorite map in the game is easily the West Coast USA map. Oh, let's try the drag strip. So my channel isn't monetized, so you can't donate on YouTube. I don't have enough subscribers to be monetized, but that's okay. So yeah, don't worry about donations and things like that. I'm not worried about it. Canada map would be pretty cool, and if I am too quiet, I can raise the I can raise my volume just a bit. It's been okay so far, at least from what people have told me, but let me see. So I've raised up my volume by an additional 15%, so it should be pretty decent. Like, in terms of the stock volume versus this volume, it is 40% higher. So that's yeah, that's the difference here. Difference a quality mic could make, but I also don't have a quality mic. Okay, that's good. Good to know. Wait, what time is it? Okay. Oh, bit of lag there for a second. We'll let the game sort itself out for a bit. Yeah, I have been to Niagara Falls before, but not for a long time. Oh, it's pulling hard to the right, but this is this is gonna be a quick time if I was timing it. And the brakes are approaching 900 degrees. Oh my goodness, what is this thing? So, let's see. Should we keep driving this, or should we go back to automation and make something else? I'm not exactly sure what I would make, so it would be up to some suggestions. I was thinking that maybe it could be like the lightest possible vehicle, because I've attempted to do that in the past and then messed up because I just kind of didn't have the didn't have the knowledge of the game to be able to do it right. Drift car. I think we've kind of made a drift car. This one just doesn't have good brakes. It drifts everywhere. It's permanently drifting. Drifting right into there. Oh, that was smooth until it wasn't. Okay. Let us then quit this. And we'll go back to automation. And then we will make something else. See, the thing is, we will continue to make creations until, well, until I decide to stop streaming. I think after this one will be good. But this is a pretty successful test stream. Alright. One thing that is quick is the transition between games. Hopefully. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, let me just quickly go back to our whale car real fast. Oh, true, yeah, it has been 2 hours. Whoops. That's... it seems like it's actually been longer. Okay, let's go to brakes, and let's increase the size of these significantly. Like, significantly. That should fix things, hopefully. And then we'll just quickly re-export that as well. We could make something super boring, but boring usually isn't fun. What we could do is like boring outside but ridiculous inside. You could get a Sport Camry. Those are pretty sweet. But also front wheel drive, which I'm not too into. Okay, so we fixed in quotes that car. It should be pretty decent now. And by pretty decent, I mean horrifically bad. Oh. Okay. Boring inside, slick outside, Volvo sleeper. Land boat. Small car with huge engine. This is the live ideas of the chat here. This is good. Let's see. So we've made the whale. Now we can do something else. What year should this interesting creation be? Should we go back in time, or should we delve into the future? $1999, 1967. Hold on a minute. I see there are different ideas here on what should be done. Last time I tried one of these vans, it just did not export correctly. I have a whole list of your ideas that I would like to show off at some point. Not from streams, but from comments in videos. So yeah, even if I don't reply to your comment, I do see your ideas. 1999 sounds interesting. We could try 99 and scroll all the way up to the top. What is this? It kind of looks like it's like a Miata slash S2000 slash something. We also have sort of a, I guess that could be a Lamborghini. There used to be a, oh, there's a mod car I haven't tried yet. That'd be an interesting one. Yeah, it is kind of a Miata. Let's see. So this is kind of like a Mercedes mod car. Yeah, the mod car is pretty interesting. It's a 90. So if we go back to like 94, we could do a 94 version of this. Make a drivable chicken wing. See, if only I knew how to make like decent bodies in this game like these people do, so that I could make stuff like that. Sometimes you just have to make something a little bit more realistic. All right. So we have uh corrosion resistant steel, monocoque, steel. This is going to be a steel beast, it seems. Engine wise, it's definitely not this. Probably transverse. We'll do a transverse to mix it up a bit, and then we'll do double wishbone in the front, and double wishbone in the. Actually, let's do trailing arm. Okay, it's way worse, but it's also just like slightly better. Now, engine wise, this is where things get interesting. What can we do for a transverse? We could probably put a V6 in it, cast iron V6. It's currently got a 3 liter, and that appears to fit. Oh, it does fit. We can't do. Oh, we can do front wheel drive. Oh no. We could make it a massive front wheel drive. Like, it's already. Let me see. Okay. A 6.6 liter V6 in the front. Sounds pretty decent. We could try 8. Oh, 8 will fit as well. No way. Okay, hold on. We could put it. We could put a transverse V12 that is 13 liters in the front of this. I have a feeling that that's just a mistake. Unfortunately, you can't do superchargers in this game, but I can only dream. Wait, what kind of settings did I choose? It's this. A transverse V12 in this. That doesn't even make sense. Okay, we'll go for like slightly more realistic. We'll do a V8. Let's make it let's just lower this down a bit, and we'll just try to be cautious, I'll say. Make it a 5.1, no, just a 5.0. A 5 liter V8 with a lot of stroke. We could make it like really low stroke, big bore, and like high RPM. Because if we lower this more, come on. We can make this bigger. We'll just raise it up instead. Seems we can, oh, okay, it's not going to fit with that like that. So instead we lower that down. We got a 4.5. That seems to be pretty good. I don't think it's going to have too much power. Maybe 2 valves, just 1 overhead cam. This is already a bit of a disaster waiting to happen, considering it's going to be front wheel drive. Sometimes you just have to pretend that you know what you're doing. Okay, so cast iron we'll do all the way through. Actually, let's do this, and we'll do forged as well. Forged pistons, so that we don't have the same issues that we did in the last car. The thing about it is that yeah, no, it's going to be super heavy. The previous vehicle had piston issues, but they did not act up at all, so we can just live with that. Compression, we'll just leave that. Cam profile, just leave that. No VVT. We're just, okay, I'm not going to turbo it either. I'd rather go We'll just go multi-point EFI as well. Twin with no, not race performance. And maybe we'll go slightly, we're just like, this is just a touch of realism in this build. I'm interested to see what kind of, okay, they probably didn't have that. Oh no. See the transfers, both exhausts coming out this way. So we can do dual exhaust as well. That is probably not realistic. Exhaust diameter is going to have to be bigger. In the name of our ears, we'll go no, no, and then straight through. Alright, so it makes 234 horsepower. That's something. I guess maybe this could be a little lower. We haven't touched compression at all, actually. So up the compression. Or lower the compression. Up the cam profile. We don't want race or sport. Maybe that. I'm not worried about getting like super high horsepower out of this, because I think it's going to be nearly undrivable as it is. 270 something horsepower is pretty decent, actually, and the engine itself only weighs 262 kilos. I guess it is kind of heavy just to be all in the front, but to have no issues is nice. Okay, let's keep going. So 282 I saw there. Well, we want the exhaust to be bigger, because then we're going to raise this. That's too much. Efficiency is only 14%. We can raise this up a touch. We don't need any more RPM out of it. Exhaust. Can we get 300? No. Maybe. I think if we break the rule of breaking into... Yeah, 300 right there. It's 3 a.m.? Goodness. It's only 8 here. True. High RPM would be good. Why don't we, instead of just messing around with this, why don't we do like a theme out of it? Let's just go like this. No, okay, that's a bad idea. Maybe, well, you know, messing around in automation does have to need some sort of meaning, doesn't it? Because if we raise the RPM limit all the way up, just ignore the valve float for now. And then we go down to the bottom end. We're going to have to raise everything that'll do max RPM. So we'll have to do billet steel. And we'll have to do lightweight forged and lightweight forged again. Still valve float. Let's see. I think we're good here. Probably need to... There's a second option here. We can lower the stroke even more, which should help with RPM. Let's see though. Compression's gonna have to change because valve float is still an issue. I honestly don't know how to fix that. Let's see. And potentially reduces reliability. That's not gonna help us too much. If we raise this, we're sort of getting into the ballpark that we need to be in. We have lost power through all of this. We could try VVT. I don't want to do turbo. Richen up that fuel mixture doesn't seem to work. Somebody asked for a perfectly flat power and torque line. There you go. Just break the engine. That'll fix it. Oh, okay, yeah. So the only way to fix it there is just to have it broken. But that seems to be max there. If we advance the ignition timing, it might not be possible with this engine in its current setup to get 12,000 RPM. Maybe instead of 12K we go a little bit less, and then we raise things up a touch. I guess I did kind of mess with this as well, so we can raise that back up, 325, and then we can drop this back down. Let's go foraged. We seem to be good. See, if only VTEC actually worked in this game. It doesn't have any VTEC option, unfortunately. Yeah, if we raised up the quality sliders and stuff, we'd probably be able to do better, but I think 326 is pretty reasonable. Let's get to the... Oh, okay, no, we're good. Let's listen to it, see what it sounds like. That's actually decent. I'm happy with that. Okay, so we have the coupe and we have the coupe. The differences are... okay, so this one has less of a cut and this one has more of a cut, it seems. It seems to be a little bit broken, and so it's slightly poking through. Will it do front wheel burnouts? Probably. I have a feeling it's going to love the front wheels here. Okay, let's see. Paint color. We could just steal the orange from the last car. Yeah, this is a mod car, so it is a little bit awkward. But it's cool. I like to see this kind of stuff. We can raise that. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Yeah, you were saying it's weird. I feel that we might have encountered an even weirder situation where the car now has grown wings. And it can also get wings at the front. No way. Okay, I'm going to leave that for a second. If we go front wheel drive, we'll just go manual, just a 5-speed. Skip through some of this. We'll just do open diffs for now. Can we... Oh, wow. Oh, no. This is a legit drag car now. There we go. Oh, no, you know what this means? Wide body. Yes. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, that's so good. This is... I didn't intend for it to be this good. I never thought that it would become this good. What the heck is this? The engine, like, barely fits. It doesn't even fit. It's put a huge hole in it. And the like, spacing is just ridiculous. I'm so happy this exists. Ooh. You know what? Maybe we should keep that. Maybe we should just leave it like that. I like this body a lot, though. I like how flexible it is here. Like, you can just really mess with it. Like, to be able to stick the engine under the hood this much, that's cool. I like that a lot. Oh, you can actually raise the top of it as well. It's kind of awkward. Let's see. Indent that a touch. Yeah, so that's all you can do. You can just make it wider than... Goodness. This is probably the widest car in automation right now. And also its exhaust is lower than average. Okay, let me see here. See, this thing is great. I like it a lot. I think I'm going to lower the front offset a little bit. And we'll lower the back offset a little bit as well. We'll get it so it's in the wheel well. There we go. So that's just a little bit better. But we're going to leave the width. Oh, no. Okay. We'll bring that back down a bit. Oh, yes. When I said messing around, I really meant messing around. It's only got 300 horsepower, but it's all about the outsides today. And it has no wheel spin issues at all, which is excellent. So we somehow have to fix this with fixtures. I don't know exactly how to do that. It looks fast, but it's like a show car in the sense that it's much, much slower than it looks. We need some lights. We probably need to put a hole in the hood. You know what we could do is we could put a supercharger next to the intake. So it's like, this guy really means business. Supercharger and double intake on the V6. Can't compete with that. What do you think? What have I created here? I think we should just mess this up even more. Go for the fridge door handles. Make them huge in chrome. We need some mirrors as well. Obviously we have to do lights and stuff. I think that this one has just gone like straight off the deep end here. Okay, mirrors. 6,000 RPMs of goodness is what you mean. Oh, okay, those are obviously truck mirrors. You know what? I did not change the color to anything decent either. I forgot about that. We still have to mess with color. And the wheel color as well. Maybe if we just make them plastic. If we go to this black, it should just be... like, this is just black. Just make it like this. No flake at all. Black. We could probably raise up the power a touch just to make it look... just to make it have just a little bit more power, so it's a touch more fun. It kind of looks like it has a Jaguar rear end. Oh, we could actually just color it entirely chrome, but I feel that that might be stealing some thunder from the disco puck. This might actually burn the eyes of the people as you walk by them. Their eyes just fry away. Just gone. I like it though. I like it a lot. The drivable chicken wing. I do not know exactly what you mean by that. So we could do chrome trim as well and just have the entire thing be chrome. You know what? It actually doesn't look too bad, especially with the huge red engine piece sticking out of it. I feel that the supercharger actually works too. We just need to add some more fixtures and things. So this is like the true 90s car, 1993, driving one of these bad boys around. You don't need the power, you just need the show. Admittedly, I was not alive at that point, so I do not really know. Okay, we need some old style looking lights. Oh man. Whew. We could do pop-up tail lights. We could try that. So one interesting thing that I figured out with this game is you can do this kind of stuff. Okay, turn around please. Come on. We'll just move those like that. There we go. Turn them around. Put it at the back like this. So you've got headlights on the back, right? But if you change them so they're red, they will act as taillights. So yeah, we legitimately have pop-up taillights right now. And the horsepower matches as well. This is exactly the kind of car that they would think of. So yeah, these should function as taillights if they are red. That's what I've presumably figured out. I kind of like the lights on it as well. Do we need a grill though? That's the thing. Should we slap a grill on it and call it a day? Maybe a truck grill? We could do a grill like this, but then shrink it down so it sort of matches the lights. This is sort of my default. And then just bring them out. It looks like it has a grill. Then we can make that chrome as well. We can make it glass. Oh, true, a hole. Let's see. Which one is the hole? I've already gone and forgotten. Translucent. There it is. So it's just the all black one. So it's just a hole straight into the engine there. You can see that transverse V6. It seems like pretty much everything I make is a death trap. There's nothing here that is not a death trap. See, if only we could do pop-up tires, or pop-up tires. I mean pop-up doors, like Lambo doors and stuff. That'd be sweet. It is unfortunate. Of all the like horrible things I've created, this has to be one of the worst. But I really like this pop-up taillight idea. I'm thinking that we need to complement. No, suicide doors would be sweet. It's too bad we can't like open up things in this game yet. I don't know if they'll ever get to that, but it'd be cool. See, we have these nice taillights, but we have no indicators. So we need to add some of those as well. I'm thinking we flip these. Oh, that's what I did for the drift truck, isn't it? Or not drift truck, but... Oh, true. You put the door handles up front, you get your fake suicide doors. That's cool. That's a good idea. See, this car isn't as dangerous as that other one. It is a little bit more sensible. And by a little bit, I mean like just a little bit. Let's make some of this stuff a little bit darker. Okay, come on. And then we'll make it... That's the same thing, isn't it? Yeah, that's the dark one. See, now it's got adequate lighting. You should have seen the previous abomination. This one is actually a little bit better. I mean, we could just like have a huge gap here, just make it a giant circle. That is a possibility. Can you see the like genius in this? This is partially created by you, partially created by me. It is our genius come together to make something that is truly horrific. I like it. It covers the lights perfectly. Oh, yes. One thing I tried to do before was make a car with like a giant hole in the back so it would simulate the Devil 16, I think it's called. The what is it? Like it's a 16-cylinder supercar which has a giant hole in the back that it functions as its exhaust, and I was trying to like trying to make the same sort of thing, but just couldn't do it. See, the thing about the whale tail is that I don't have the mod working. I do have the mod, but it just doesn't work, so I can't add it. Well, I think I saw reality warping around at the back there. It's unfortunate. I think this car might have paintable bumpers. Oh, it totally does. Oh, oh no. Okay, back to chrome. None of the plastics are allowed here. What do you think? Is it turning out okay? Am I missing anything important? Do we need a massive sunroof like we had before? Maybe if we just took something like this, and then we turned it to the side, and then we just lined that up in the middle, and then we just made it big. You know what I mean? Just like a huge hole in the roof. Just it's like a piggy bank. You just drop your coins on the top. And you know what we could do? We could just lay that all the way down the top. So it's split right down the middle. Now this is cool. I guess what we could also do is we could take this and make it body colored, or we could just make it a hole. See, the thing is that you never take this car outside, so it's not a worry if it rains acid into your car. Don't worry about it. Okay, we could put scoops on the roof as well. Ooh, let's do this. This is like a mad genius thing going on here. Where did they go? Okay, so there's the scoops. Come on up here. Mirror that. Oh, did it crash again? Okay, good. Oh, yes. Just in case you did not have enough air in the cabin, you can slap some big old scoops on there. That's the kind of stuff I like to see. You know what? We need lights on the top as well. 10 wings. I feel that 10 wings might be a little bit too much. Are you... I'm pretty sure that this is the next concept car coming to an auto show near you. 9 wings? I mean, 9 wings is possible. One thing we haven't done yet is really mess too much with the front. We've got a nice looking roof up here with a mohawk. I was intending on fixing this, but I don't think it's really needing to be fixed. It seems to be perfect the way it is. Yeah, it seems we have a thing for making vehicles that just instantly kill people. I don't know why. The last one had issues where it would shoot the pistons out and then they would fly into the back seat. But in this one, thankfully it does not have those issues. It does have a sweet supercharger though, even though it's not even turbocharged. One thing we do need is a little lip on the front, but I think what I'm going to try and do first is take this, put it here. Oh no, we need a better view of this. Make that, oh, wrong way. Make it wider. Just put it underneath that. Oh, true, the graveyard, the next town over. That's the one that is contracted by this dealership. Okay, so if we make that like that, and then we just make this a hole, then it makes sense. So it's got a big hole, and the engine comes out of the hole. It's perfect. It's serviceable. You can't even open the hood. Okay, this thing might be a little bit of a disaster, but don't worry about it too much. We're not done yet. We're going to make it worse if it's the last thing I do. Okay, we need a big old front splitter on it. Just a massive front splitter. Okay, it's starting to break. There we go. Oh yeah, it's got a chin now. That's the kind of stuff I think you wanted to see. It's ground effects. Okay, let's put one on the side too. If it hasn't got ground effects, I'm not driving it. That's the reality of things here. Oh yes. Okay, it's coming along beautifully. This might be the best looking vehicle that has ever been made on this stream. All one of two. I think it's just so outrageous that it's actually decent. But I feel as I add more, it just slowly gets worse and worse. It's a chrome Mad Max. It's like a sci-fi Mad Max. Do you think I should do this same thing on the back? I'm not exactly sure if it's going to twist. Oh, it does twist. Oh, that actually... Oh, okay, that's interesting. If we... What is this? There's kind of a... like a underside piece here. That actually... That's not bad. It's pretty cool. This is like the Disco Puck's weird cousin. I guess we could put some more lights on it as well. We're probably going to need more lights on the front. Maybe... If we put... I already did those style. We could... I mean, we can always do pop-ups, right? Pop-ups always look terrible. Okay, they're like boxes. Oh, okay, that's too much. Too much there. Maybe if we went with like Ferrari-esque side things, vents, it would be all right. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. Fog lights. No, okay, true. More pop-up lights in the front. You know what? I didn't really like the look of them too much. One thing that we... Oh, we do have an indicator. I feel that this vehicle is probably the least practical of all of the creations so far, just because it has a massive hole in the roof. We also need some stuff on the back too. We'll have to get to that. But the more chrome, the better. Okay, so currently we already do have some suspension stuff just like mocked up. Um, I guess we could mess with it more. I think that this is probably going to break as soon as I touch it again, so we'll have to see how that goes. Oh, the rear pop-ups, you know, those are its extra brake lights. I think they'll actually work. I'm fairly certain they will, as long as they're red in color. But they fit so snugly under this spoiler, like, you just can't complain about that. Wait, scoops on the lights? I guess we could try. We should change the side of the lights to chrome as well. We'll just make it the same color as that. Yeah. So we've got chrome all the way around. No need for this non-chrome stuff. Okay, let's add some fog lights before I forget to do it. We could do some of these small round ones. I think that fits the theme. Okay, they are not small at all. Oh, you know what we could do? Mono fog light? No, that's not good. If we do this and then we make this, that's body colored. It's not exactly what I was looking for. Pop-up turn signals. Interesting. Oh, cool down the light bulbs. That makes sense. See, the tires not being chrome, unfortunately, we don't have the technology to fix that yet, but I'm sure that we'll get there eventually. One thing that I really do like about this is we can just make the headlights as big as possible. You know that Datsun look? That's what we're going for here. This is something that is worthwhile to be shown. Oh my goodness. Okay, that might be a little too much. I guess we could make them chrome if we wanted to. But for now, that's not too bad. See, when it comes to excessiveness, you have to reach a point where it's excessive but not too excessive, and that's what I'm trying to get to. Because right now, we're definitely on the line. We could do these more classic fog lights, or more like, oh, okay, those are big as well. Could make them a little bit smaller. Stick them under here. Then we can do this as well. The double lights. Oh, true. We haven't done anything with exhaust yet, have we? That's going to be an interesting thing to mess with. I think what we're going to have to do here is raise that up. Yeah, that's not too bad. I don't like this too much. I have a different idea, actually. Let's see. We can do this. Then we'll do it like this instead. We'll add that in there. Twist it a bit. And just get it to line up with the lights. Side skirt exit exhausts? That wouldn't be a bad idea. I was thinking we could do stacks. Okay, this keeps messing up. I'll just have to leave it as is. There we go. That's the kind of touch we needed there. When it comes to exhaust, roof exit exhaust, I was going to put it like here. Actually, let's mess with that now. So if we take a big exhaust pipe, it's currently like it's a stack right now. But if we just make it huge, then it's like a mono stack. the one exhaust. What do you think about that? We could even turn it around. Oh, maybe not. Let's turn it back around. There we go. Headlights. Oh yeah, no, there is a hole between the headlights on purpose. We could fix it, but let's be real. No need to fix perfection. See the mono stack? What do you think about that? Should I bring it further back? Okay, hold on. The monostack. Oh no. Oh yes. Okay. Maybe we can just leave it there. Seems like it might fit. That's a good fit for the exhaust. Okay, hold on. Let me erase this. Let's try it with a big hole instead. This is a different style. Okay, so we can put it there. And the exhaust... Okay, so we're good in the sense that it's not too low. But it also is supposed to be dual exhaust, so it has just one pipe that just randomly comes out. So I guess we could do this. Just have like a proper thing over here. And then the weird thing over there. It's perfect. Oh yeah, no, I'll mess with the diff and stuff after this. Let me see though. We've got our extra like true exhaust down at the bottom, but then our show exhaust up top. I kind of like it actually. Maybe we should just leave this stack. I'm not sure which one will actually produce exhaust then. So, is it perfect or should I add more? Is it too much already? Or have we come to a place of perfection? It is a periscope. This thing is a submarine. Perfect. Alright, let's move on. Oh, you know what? We didn't touch the wheels yet. Let's fix those first. We need something that is fitting of this car's personality. Okay, that is hideous. Let's try maybe this. Those are some deep wheels. We could try this. Actually, we need like space age. We could just do those. Okay, that's bad. Holes in the rims? What the heck is that? Maybe this? This? I'm pretty lost on the rims. Oh, it's like a vortex. Maybe the classic spokes? We could make the wheels chrome. Let me see. Paint, wheels, chrome. Chromies. We could do this. I think the wheels being chrome is a touch too much. I like them being black. Pretty much any rim we put on this is going to be deep dish because it's like, it's already deep. The wheels are so big, it has to be deep. Let me see. Because we can go through these. Only a handful of them are not deep dish. Like, these are like old style Corvette rims. I think we're going to stick with these, the propellers. And we'll leave them chrome just because it looks okay. Let's move on to the actual drivetrain of this. We need some some sort of, oh goodness, it needs to be saved somehow. Currently it might be beautiful, but it also needs a name. Anybody think of a name for this? I'm thinking Disco Puck 2, but unfortunately it doesn't have as many lights as I'd like for that. But when it comes to the Disco Puck, I do have an idea to like completely redo it. Google Chrome? I like that a lot actually. Google Chrome. And it's got 300 horsepower, not 3,000, 300 horsepower. That's not bad. Okay, so let's go let's go for that. It doesn't have any wheel spin issues right now. So we'll raise up the spacing because we need wheel spin issues if we're going to be rocking this thing properly. Look at how thin the wheels got all of a sudden. I think we've done something wrong. See how thin they are? Okay, that fixed it. So it's not resetting to fix the wheels. What has happened? The disco stack? Okay. Rich man's computer mouse. Yeah, I think so. Too high rim size. Oh, yeah, that could be it. That is unfortunate. We'll just skip through all this. Yeah, so it's got 325 horsepower. It's not particularly crazy. Let us go then to the wheels, and we'll lower down the rims to make them 13s for now. There we go. So now we can have extra wide. Ooh, okay. So what would you rather, extra wide or massive rims? Because we could put 20s on it, but the wheels are not going to be wide. They'll just have to stick out, like you see the back. We can make it a bicycle. Okay, let me do this. Let's get an opinion here, on the potential of these wheels. What do you think about that? You'd still rather the extra wide or no? Wide lad? It's gonna be wide no matter what, but wide wheels or wide. Oh no, you know, look at this. The exhaust is dragging on the ground. Is this even gonna work? See, if it's got bicycle wheels, that just makes it way better. Oh yeah, no, I've learned a lot more since my max downforce and also the other ultralight builds. Um, the fixtures are off here. Gotta fix it. See that? Now that is beauty right there. This thing is flawless. I almost want to leave it bicycle wheels, but I see that the extra thick is winning. Alright, we'll leave it for now. When it comes to... Oh, we haven't really messed with this, have we? We do have LSD, but we're going to need to mess with the brakes next. Let's go vented discs, 2 pistons. Doesn't need to be crazy. Keep the bicycle? I like that kind of thinking. Raise the stance. Well, let's go semi-clad. Active wing, because why not? We haven't got to suspension yet, so we can't even change it. Unfortunately, it can only have 2 seats. I'd like to take the whole party with us on this one. We'll go hydraulic so it doesn't complain. Do that. No safety. Too bad on the safety. It doesn't matter if you have none. Make it a chrome monster truck with bicycle wheels. We could just raise it up, but I'm liking the stance. Yeah, I'll share this one in the drive as well. So the last car that I made, I haven't shared it yet, but I'll put it in the drive, which is linked in the finale video. So just make sure to look at that. I'll just make sure to do that before I finish the stream at some point. We shall see. So we can make it, oh, let's put it on air. Let's put it adaptive. Apparently it has a lot of, oh no. Okay, so what does it say? The tires have blown due to being overloaded. Unfortunately, the bicycle gang is, might have lost. We're not going to be able to drive on these wheels because they will explode when it works. We're not going to be able to tune it too well, but I guess we could just leave it as is. Alright, so we could go race, or we could go monster truckin'. What do you think? We could go for an off... I mean, we could also go... If we want to go off-road, then hyper pneumatic is better. We can go off-road. It's like the ultimate donk. See, this is like... this is practicality in its finest, alright? There's not much that beats this. I see a lot of please no's. Okay, we'll just go for the nice race preset, and we'll just... Should we increase that camber? Should we lower it? I'm thinking it'll probably just stick. The engine is absolutely transverse in this. And yeah, it does have a massive supercharger as well. Just don't worry about that. It's not even turbocharged. There you go. It's a 325 horsepower death machine, just like the last thing that we made, except this time it's not anywhere near as violent. The last thing we made had over 3,000 horsepower. Pretty okay, I think. Now, one issue is that the exhaust is so low, I feel it may just like drag on the ground. We might have to mess with that. We might have to come back and mess with it. The tires are totally just going to snap as soon as we get it into beam. So we will probably have to be back here in a second to fix it. But I think what we're going to do for now is export it. Okay, will it work in the export? That's the question here. Currently, it is slowly loading in the fixtures because it has quite a few. It seems like all is well, and it seems like the exhaust is indeed going to be hyper low. Yeah, I have noticed that. It just doesn't seem to work quite the way that I'd like it to. But this is pretty okay. Oh, and the mirrors are absolutely pointed the wrong way. How the heck did that happen? Okay. Thank you for pointing that out. Let's fix that. What on this earth has caused these mirrors to point the wrong way? There we go. Okay, mirrors are back to normal. Let's try that again, see what it does. Okay, so it seems like things are back to the way that they should be, and it is totally floating because of the exhaust. It's going to be dragging on the ground, but there isn't much we can do about that. It's going to have to stay how it is, unless we want to take out the big stack, which I kind of don't. So if it doesn't work, then we'll come back and fix it. But if it does, that would be great. So I think we should probably take it into beam real quick, try it out, and then we'll see how bad it is. Or if it's amazing, then we'll find out as well. Let's be real, it's going to be amazing. I'm just kidding, it's going to be terrible. Okay. X. Here, let me switch into beam, and then we will attempt to make this thing go. No, beam is gonna make this exhaust interesting. I kind of already tell. See, I would like to download the lawnmower mod. Okay, so we are here. This should be in beamng.drive. It's not even a diesel, unfortunately. Automation does not have diesels yet. And they probably won't for a long time because it's going to take a ton of effort to make it. Alright, here we go. Switch into the car. You can see we have some stuff set up. Where is it? Oh, okay, there it is. Oh no. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so it instantly popped all of its tires and lost its wheels. I think we're gonna have to make them a little bit wider. It does not drive because those are the driving wheels as well. See? Oh, there it goes. Oh no. Check out that rim. It actually works. This is the most messed up thing that I've seen all day long. Goodness. Yeah, I think the exhaust is working, but the back rims aren't. Pretty much nothing else is either. I think the wheels need to be fixed But other than that, let's check it out. Um, things have come into automation. Oh, my eyes. Oh, goodness. Things have come into automation well. Oh, look at this. The supercharger lights up. When I turn on the lights, the supercharger lights up. That's so odd. Okay, and let's check the brake lights. Oh, they do work. The back pop-up lights do work when you have the brakes down. So that's pretty much exactly what we wanted, except for the wheels. We'll have to make those just a little bit wider because bicycle wheels are not working too well for us. Yeah, it can only go 5 kilometers an hour, so alright, let's just quickly fix those wheels, and I don't think it has any other issues. You can see it rolls coal out the top, and it does it on the bottom too. I mean, this time it's come together and started to work, but unfortunately... Oh, okay. This time, again, it didn't pop the tires, but it's super slow, so obviously something is going on with it. It's just not going to, it's just not going to work for us. Even in realistic, can get out of second gear and such, but... Yeah, it's not working. Okay, we're gonna have to mess with it a little bit more to make it work properly. You can see it's struggling quite significantly. That is unfortunate. Even if we go down to first gear, if we go over a bump, it's not even gonna make it. Look at how low it is. I think what we're going to have to do is make the wheels wider for one, and maybe, yeah, it has instantly beached itself. No, I have auto clutch on, so it's clutching itself, but unfortunately, this vehicle is not working quite as we had hoped. All right, let's try and fix it then. Yeah, no, it's shaking madly. There's obviously something going on with it. Okay, we should be back in a second. It only takes a few seconds to switch games, which is nice. There we go. Down to the Google Chrome 1993. Okay, so things that we have to do. Yeah, no, we definitely need more wheel. Okay, so it's back in this. It's unfortunately glitching out as it does. We have to lower these down, unfortunately, to 19s and then raise these. We're still having that issue. So it's got wheel spin issues now, which means that it actually works, which is good. Go down to 18s, raise it up even more. Car has blown out a tire. How heavy is it? Oh, it's not even that heavy. We can make it lighter though. We can change the materials to carbon fiber. There we go. We just lost 400 kilos there. Yeah, I think this mod car just has like no limit for its size. Chrome. There we go. So that lowered the weight down, and I think that fixed it. Essentially what I just did is I lightened it significantly. We can probably... Can we get 19s? No, so we can only get 18s, and our wheels have to be this big, which is unfortunate. I don't know. We'll have to test it. I think that this is a good... Oh, true, we could add quality on the chassis. If we just raise this up and go to test it, yeah, we lost 10 kilos. And yeah, engine-wise, we're good. mean, we could change it to be an aluminum block as well, and we could lower the weight, but I think that this is going to work for us. It says it has wheel spin issues now, which is something it wasn't struggling with before, even with an LSD. What kind of wheels do I... It's got semi-slicks, so it should be decent. Oh, they totally are cutting through the body now. Okay, let's go down in the offset for those, just so they don't stick out. That's going to make things weird. It's definitely a little bit awkward, but I like it. Now, the exhaust scraping on the ground, I don't think we can fix that for now. I mean, we could just take out that pipe, but I don't want to. Alright, let's try it like this. Maybe if we raise the wheel quality up, that should help, right? Maybe. Okay, I guess we can make an attempt to fix this. If we raise it over to here, then that should... you know what? That actually fixed it. If we put the exhaust on the roof, just like that, it is much higher and it's not going to be making contact with the ground anymore. That should work. So if we go to suspension, go back to race preset, we'll raise the quality of suspension up all the way as well. And I think with that, we should be good to try again in game. See if this thing can actually move with all of its beauty. Alright, export, and let's try it again. Maybe, just maybe, it'll be decent this time. Maybe it'll actually move. See, this is the kind of stuff that I just dream up some days, and in this case, every day. Alright, we're good to go. Yeah, that was the quick hot fix for Chrome. Alright, let's go back to scene. Yeah, I mean, I could leave Beam open, but I don't want to kill my computer. It's not that powerful. Alright, so we'll go back to Beam, go back to here, go back to the grid map. And let's try this thing one more time. We'll give it a chance here, see if it'll come back. This is the true AMG car, the one that you've not heard about. Okay, there it is. Exhaust on the roof this time. Oh, come on. Okay, so it broke instantly as it came in. Just, okay, it broke again. I'm not sure what's breaking when it does this, but... Oh, it moves! Okay, we're good. Oh, you know what broke? The wheels. Oh, no. What the heck? What even is this? I think this might be an issue with the mod. Maybe the double wishbone on the front was a bad idea. Too low? It's not even that low. Like, I didn't lower it past the race preset. Like, they're just disconnecting instantly, so obviously there's something wrong with it. It kind of looks like a shark fin on the top of it. Pretty decent, actually. It would be decent if the wheels actually stuck. Should be nice. Alright. Yeah, who needs steering anyway? It still does steer, it just has... It's got built-in guess, self-modifying camber. I think we probably need to change the suspension. Probably going to need to be... oh, yeah, it could be offset as well. It could be a lot of things. One thing I really like about it is that it puffs up smoke. You see that from the top of it every time you drive. Yeah, active camber, that's exactly what it is. It changes on the fly to give you the best driving scenario. You need that kind of control when you're driving something this quick. You know what? I think I'm just going to leave it for now. I think that this beauty of a creation deserves to be shown off. This is the kind of stuff that comes out of my laboratory here on the stream. Thank you to all those who have participated in making something of such beauty. Alright, let's spawn in our previous creation as well. Let's take a thumbnail for these. Spawn new. We could totally supercharge the doors. That'd be pretty interesting. Just have extra superchargers. Just a few extra superchargers. Alright, so this is the car that we made earlier today. It happens to be 3,000 horsepower. You did not pay attention to that stream, but it's actually decent. It's not the worst thing that I've ever created. This, on the other hand, might be up there. I feel that it deserves to be parked right next to it. There we go. It's so low, I like it a lot. This is the ultimate duo here. The stream has decided, and these are the best cars by far. And by the stream I mean me in this case. Okay, let's get rid of this UI stuff. Why is it not going away? There we go. I guess I just had to reset it. And then whenever I'm taking a thumbnail or something, I just do this. Just free cam. And then there, just like that. Beautiful. So we'll shift back over to here. And then back over to here. Let's drive this just a little bit more. Well, I think that I'm done for today when it comes to streaming. I think that this monstrosity has topped pretty much anything that I'm going to be able to create tonight. But thank you all for coming to the test stream to check out what I can do here. I've definitely had a lot more fun with this than I thought I was going to. I thought I was just going to stream for like half an hour and just do something quick, but it turned out that we've come up with two really awful creations. So what I'll do is I'll export these. I will put them into the same folder that you can see in the finale video on my channel, that Google Drive, and you'll be able to find them there and download them if you want to use them. And that will be it. So yeah, thank you for coming to the stream, and I guess I'll try and stream again sometime next week. We shall see. But that's it.